This was my dream, I'll be honest. They asked me if you could have anything, and it didn't take me a second but to come up with the pavilion, because I knew that it would solve a multitude of issues for us. The pavilion is going to provide the opportunity for us to serve more children here at the kids camp. We are in our 100th summer right now, and there's been a long history between the Hartford Home Builders and the Channel 3 Kids Camp. Back in the day, it was the Times Farm Camp, because the Hartford Times was our media partner at that time. And the Hartford Home Builders came out here, and actually many of the buildings you see here were done by members of the Hartford Home Builders all those years ago. And there are a few more mature members of the Hartford Home Builders that are still active with the association, that remember the construction of the camp director's house and the construction of some of the small cabins that are here today. And really, we're looking to regenerate that relationship and do something really special for the kids camp for this 100th anniversary.
Well, strangely enough, my grandfather and father were both active at the Home Builders, and back in the late 40s, early 50s, they built a couple of the buildings.
It's a great project. We've had a long-term relationship with the camp, so it's just a continuation of something that our past members, maybe our fathers, grandfathers, who knows, all our compadres and peers have decided it was worthwhile doing, and we still think it's worthwhile doing.
For us, we felt it was such a remarkable gift given the economy right now. The people that are feeling it most prevalently in our state especially are the people that are involved in construction, whether it be the suppliers or the contractors themselves. And so for them to come through with a gift of this magnitude, it's going to be valued at over $100,000. And probably, I would venture to guess, 200 man-hours are going into between the planning and the construction. Santini's were the leads on this in the beginning and spent countless hours with me looking at other pavilions in the area and really trying to understand our needs.
Past president of HBA, Chris Nelson, had asked Kevin and I, my brother and I, last fall, if we'd be interested. We kind of looked at each other, and it was a very easy decision for us. We had heard a lot about the charity, about the camp, about what it does for these kids, and we're on board.
The kids that come here, this is a very special haven for them. They're able to enjoy life in a way that they don't normally get to experience it. They leave their electronics and their cell phones home, and they come out here and they get back in touch with themselves and in touch with having that human touch. I think what is missing for kids today is that human touch, whether it be because they come from a single parent family and that parent is working very hard just to keep a roof and food for their child, or whether they're just so keyed into everything electronic today that kids have forgotten how to communicate with one another. And we see that as a big challenge here at the kids camp.
This camp really needed this pavilion. They needed a place outside that was protected for the kids to be in those hot summer days. And it also gives them a place at night too with a fireplace, and I think it's a great project, and I think it does the association proud.
I think for many of the builders and the suppliers, they've also seen the other side of very good times. And even now that these are bad times, they're still not as bad as most of these kids have it all the time. And I think for them it's a very grounding experience when they get out here and they start hearing some of the stories or meeting some of the kids. It seems that their energy is renewed and reborn again, that they really want to help make a difference. And I always say that every day, if you can feel like you made a small difference in the life of one of the kids here, then you've had a great day. And I think that they really get that message that they are, because every morning the kids are out there wanting to know what's next and what's going on, and they're hooping and hollering. The kids that have been coming year after year are very excited. They're just like, oh, we're going to be able to do this or that, and I said, oh yeah, we'll be able to do all those things.
That's supposed to be used for space. It's supposed to be a stage in there.
Yeah.
Have more cookouts, and even if it's like random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still go under the roof. And it's not like we all have to be crowded in one big space. Some kids can go in that pavilion. Some kids go in the rec hall. Yeah.
We look to have opportunities for kids to eat family style, to work as a team together. Our ropes course encourages that kind of team building. Obviously, diversity is a big factor here, and coming to some point where they understand that all of us have something to bring to the table.
We've done projects for one family, so you help 3 people. And some have only helped 15 or 20, but this is and there will be thousands of kids that come through here every year.
And these are volunteers, so they're using their own, energy, time when they can help support us. And so you can't make a schedule that's perfectly tight. If you were building a home for compensation, you'd make sure everybody was here every day. But this is volunteers. We do it because we love it.
The trusses that you see here today were provided by ProBuild East. The lumber and the siding is from Sanford and Hawley. The roofing will be from ProBuild East as well. We have many, many companies that are here supplying the labor, which is huge, the cranes. There was stone, cement, excavation work. There's just so many great companies that have participated in all this. Hartford Home Builders, again, it's your top contractors in the area.
I think it's a great project. I think this is something that the association can be very proud of. We use a lot of products that we think will stand the test of time, made by good manufacturers that will stand behind their product. It's something that obviously you're going to be able to look at 30, 40 years from now and it'll still be standing. Anytime
somebody comes and gives a gift of this magnitude, it's a huge boost to morale too. It's like people respecting what we do and looking to support it, which is really good for all of us here at the Kids Camp. And to all my friends at the Hartford Home Builders, many of you that I've known for many years through my husband, and many of you that I've met recently through this project, I again want to reiterate what I've said to you before. During this really, really tough economy, the gift that you've given means triple to us here at the Kids Camp than maybe it would have in the good days. And working together, I think those good days are going to come back for all of us. So again, thank you so much for your generosity of your time, your talent, and your treasure, making the Kids Camp a better place for Connecticut kids.